Is it all just a big game? It probably is to some people, to the Barack Obamas of the world, who in February, a few short months ago, said, yeah, aliens are real. They're not at Area 51. I can confirm, though, that they're out there. And he said this kind of flippantly in an interview, and it went berserker mode. Of course, Brian Tyler Cohen, my arch nemesis on YouTube, refused to ask a follow-up question to this.
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in, what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51.
How do you not ask a follow-up question to that exactly? Are you talking about illegal aliens? Well, the follow-up was from President Trump, who said that Barack Obama was sharing classified information. Then Donald Trump said he's going to be releasing all of the UFO files. Those UFO files allegedly are about to be released because just yesterday, Kash Patel said, no, I've turned them all, like all the documents have been turned over.
Instead, it's all like probably, and my faith tells me, we have universes within universes. There's no...
Let's look at that and get the American people.
You ever looked into it?
We're looking at it. Here's the thing. Again,
okay, I want all the details.
Here's the thing. Every other president before President Trump could have said, hey, let's look at that and get the American people the information. What did he do? He stood up an interagency process with Department of War leading that effort to get out the documentation related to everything that you're talking about, not just from the FBI, from the IC and everywhere else. And so what do? We already delivered our first tranche of information to that committee.
So Kash Patel says that the documents are in and they've been delivered. And we've heard that, by the way, from congressional sources. We hear a bunch of earthquakes striking Area 51 in strange clusters. Obviously, tons of scientists are missing. Everybody's sort of pulling on these strings, says there's something there. Something's going on. Obviously, something's going to happen. Donald Trump, just yesterday at the White House, we're going to be releasing as much as we can in the near future. I got to tell you, we're going to be releasing it. It's very solid and it's very, very interesting. So what's he doing? Well, they've registered the aliens.gov domain name, still nothing there. And Anna Paulina Luna, of course, out breadcrumbing as always, breadcrumbing, ding, 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 ding. I've seen it, but you can't see it. I've seen it, but you can't see it. UFOs. I wouldn't call them aliens. You'll find out soon. I don't know if I'd call them aliens. I use the term interdimensional beings. I don't know what they are.
Surprised when this comes out, or is it going to be a bit of a nothing burger?
Well, I don't think it'll be a nothing burger, but, we're not going to tell the American people what to make of it. But I think, when, again, you saw my last hearing that I did with the task force where there was some footage that was entered into the archive.
It was crazy footage.
It's pretty shocking for people. I don't know much tech that can deflect a Hellfire missile. I don't know about you. But, I think
so. What do you think?
Footage that you'll see.
So what do you, if you had to just make a decision now about whether there really were, I guess, aliens moving among us with their strange machines that have all sorts of powers, do you think that's plausible?
I don't call them aliens, and I don't know what these things are that they're using, right?
What are they exactly? We don't know. The White House using alien technology. I mean, dude, and I know I sound like a broken record here, but look at this guy, Alex Krasios. He's the White House science director, saying our technology permits us to manipulate time and space. They leave distance annihilated. Oh, okay. I mean, that's what the dude said in his speech. So I don't know. UFO sightings are spiking, and not a lot of it's making sense. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. To the news of the day, and more importantly, to Barack Obama trying to correct or to extrapolate on what he meant. And I've been delaying showing you this video because it involves Stephen Colbert, and it's just so hard to watch. UFO revelation, religious leaders told to prepare now for UFO disclosures to unleash Bible-changing revelations. Color me skeptical, but let's go ahead and look. Influential pastors are claiming that they have been told to prepare their followers for the shocking revelations about UFOs that may upend the Bible. Press X to doubt. Okay, doubt it. But also, the Antichrist is real and psyops are real, and we were warned about this kind of stuff. Let's look. Perry Stone, a well-known evangelist, author, Bible teacher from Tennessee, warned his fellow pastors, recently invited to a secret meeting with U.S. intelligence officials to prepare for the release of secret extraterrestrial files. According to Stone, the official warned a small group of pastors with a large reach in the Christian community. The government was about to release reports and videos, alien spacecraft that were not from this planet. On April 27th, he posted a YouTube video, and he claimed that the pastors were told about the existence of reptilian creatures, UFOs, and materials from non-human origins, and other things that sound like something out of a sci-fi movie. On February 19th, President Trump ordered the Pentagon to release this. So, okay. So here's a pastor, and I'll show you the original sources here. Pastor Perry Stone saying
that sent me a text message. I was in a meeting, a weekend meeting, preaching Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. And a large number of pastors that had been invited to go to a certain state to hear some men in the United States government and others share with them a concern that they had. And this particular man, and I'll not name him, and then we may end up doing some teachings with him or having an event at his church. He has a great church. But he said, Perry, what they're about to release, from what we're hearing, there's going to be a release concerning aliens and concerning unidentified flying object spacecraft, that some of the people who were in the meeting were telling us as pastors, you need to prepare your people and you need to get ready to answer them for what you're about to hear being released. And some of it has to do with crafts that have been discovered that are not allegedly a part of our planet, and the materials they're made of are not a part of our planet. Very strange reptilian-looking creatures and other things that almost sound like something out of a sci-fi movie or an Orson Welles book.
Okay. So here we go. I was in the meeting, and this is absolutely true. Various other pastors backing this up. Details on the pastors' meeting include crimes committed by the U.S. government and disclosure propaganda. Private USO meeting with pastors, no cell phones, just days after the private pastor's disclosure on meetings at UFO and non-human intelligence. We were flying from Tennessee to Colorado, and an unidentified flying object appeared near our plane. It's all true. I was brought to a private meeting with other pastors. Phones were off, no recordings. We were warned disclosure is coming, and be prepared for what follows. So these are other pastors sort of backing this up and saying that the pastors are being prepared. Instead of speculating about government disclosure, prep, meeting pastors, listen to these two guys that were actually there, walk through the whole conversation, not broad prep for churches, something much smaller and much stranger. So maybe this is just like people wanting to get attention, right? Like people lie all the time to get attention. Nothing, as far as I'm concerned, is going to upend the Bible. I think that's silly. And quite frankly, I it's like how if the Christian belief is that God is all powerful and in control of the universe and has created all things, including creatures at the bottom of the ocean that we have no idea what they are anyway, and creatures that we've never seen before on this planet, then how on earth would the revelation of life other places contradict that? I don't think it does at all. In no way does this upend Christ, Christianity, the divinity of God whatsoever, the creator. There's still no explanation for the dinosaurs as far as I'm concerned. What's that about? I don't know. There were dinosaurs. Now they're not. Too bad. It'd be cool to see dinosaurs, and so does everyone else. So a lot of this stuff for me, it certainly sounds like grifting. Also, if there's some secret government briefing with pastors, why is it a bunch of pastors I've never heard of? Why is it people with relatively small denominations? Are these guys just making this up for hype, clout? And, I'm not calling people liars, but you can find out when the government's briefing people. Reporters ask questions. You have to spend money to do it. This stuff has to be disclosed. So they're really this whole it's a secret briefing. Marketing campaign for Spielberg's AI film is wild. Yes, that's right. Okay, it's getting real. Starting to feel anxious. Religious leaders are reporting meetings with the government officials about UFO disclosures. I don't know, man. We'll see. Supposedly, those pastors were in a private meeting. Then they all got a private meeting and immediately made videos and tweeted out everything they were told. And now we're bringing in all the YouTube evangelicals. All right. So yeah, why would somebody pretending to be affiliated with the UF government decide to rent a rural Airbnb and one shot a group of Pentecostal pastors on YouTube with a very specific theory on UFOs? Yeah, that's right. It doesn't make any sense to me. All right, Barack Obama's back out doing a cleanup operation.
You said.
Let's see if this has anything to do with the pastors. This is Stephen Colbert talking about aliens, Barack Obama's answer. Oh, yeah. Okay. You left out the fact that you look like an alien and you let millions of criminal aliens into this country already. So maybe it'd be good for that. Also, I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think? Are we falling for an op here? Are we just asking questions? I feel like we've been trying to approach this topic with good faith. A lot of people that we know and respect, like Tim Burchett, Anna Polina Luna, JD Vance, we asked about this. He said they were demons. You know, we care about this kind of stuff just because we care about the way that God created the universe. And this is a marvelous mystery. And so what will it be? I don't know. But I'm not going to change my belief in Christianity or in Christ or in God because the federal government has some grady photos, some photo of something. So let's just draw that line right there, or because Barack Obama tells me to. Anyway, it's your boy Benny. I think Donald Trump would actually be a much better emissary for Earth. If you really don't want the aliens to, if you want to actually have tough negotiations, bring Trump. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me know who you'd want negotiating on behalf of Earth. I want you to think of all this in the comments below.